At this moment in time, today, let's just stop real quick with regards to our mortal selves and take a lesson from one of the greatest speakers in the country today when it comes to Donald Trump and Elon Musk as their bromance explodes.
What do you make of this moment that we're in where we come on the air?
Let's not stick with just the micro and the numbers. Let's pull back and take a much larger and more intelligent philosophical look at the problem that exists in America today in this breaking story.
Guys, I want to get from each of you your kind of top line thoughts as Elon Musk sails off into the sunset.
And when you look at the people who are pundits surrounding Musk and Trump, it's imperative in this breaking story to see what just got said to two of them by one of the smartest individuals in the United States of America. And I'm going to show that to you in a few seconds. Real quick, take a quick listen to a little bit of the way these three human beings sound on the subject of Elon Musk and the state of America. Take a quick listen.
Of what you think his best achievements were.
On X, it can be quite savage.
Yeah.
One-on-one, I found him extremely charming, highly intelligent. I mean, he did a little Q&A first for a small group of us. I found him fascinating. I think he's one of the most brilliant minds in the world. I mean, no question. And I had that view reinforced by what he was like actually to see in action in the Q&A.
You don't understand Washington till you go there. It is a very nasty, nasty place.
What are your thoughts about where we find ourselves?
Anybody that exposes themselves that close to the sun is going to burn some feathers. And I think he experienced that and realized he did some great things.
I think we're essentially become a kleptocracy that would make Putin blush. I mean, keep in mind, in the 3 months since the inauguration, the Trump family has become $3 billion wealthier. So that's $1 billion a month. And to be fair, it's been a slow creep of corruption. There's been special interest groups since Citizens United. They've just gone crazy. There's been a weaponization of government for a while. And there are even many Congress people, including Speaker Emerita Pelosi, who've engaged in insider trading. But this is on a whole new scale. The Democrats and other Republicans have been engaging in corruption for tens or hundreds of thousands. This is now corruption for billions. And while you could argue that American business has been for sale, if you will, or America's been for sale, now the whole world's for sale.
You may not be extremely familiar with Scott Galloway, but if you are, great. If you're not, I encourage you to become more so. Because in this breaking story, what he just shoved into the face of Piers Morgan and Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank is exactly what is the difference in us remaining the USA and remaining some kind of a democratic model to the world or not. Take a listen to this.
But somehow we've decided in America that innovation and money replaces or obviates or excuses depravity. Cutting off aid to HIV positive mothers, deciding what veterans should get benefits, cutting off SNAP payments, which have shown to have a positive net return when people run out of money for food at the end of the month. I mean, I think one of the wonderful things about being an American, and quite frankly, for me, what it means to be a man and what I try to teach my boys is the whole point of prosperity is such that you can protect people. And I think the two of you are more impressed with Mr. Musk than I am. I think if somebody is making Nazi salutes, if somebody is being sued concurrently by two women for sole custody of their child because that person has not spent any time with that child, when someone is so severely addicted to drugs they can't get their shit together to show up to the White House without looking exceptionally high, I don't think that's the right role model for young men. So what I would ask to all of us is look at what money has done to us. That if someone can land a rocket on metal scissors or create a great AV, he's a genius. He's the wealthiest man in the world. But does that mean we should excuse depravity? Does that mean, unlike Bill Gates, he's not using his billions to help people? He's not planting trees, the shade of which he won't sit under? I think this is an individual who has literally come off the tracks, who is rabidly addicted to drugs, and is using his immense power to get people elected, and that too many of us excuse what is abhorrent behavior. I think his legacy is not going to be an EV or putting rockets into space. I think it's going to be unnecessary death, disease, and disability of the world's most vulnerable. That is not what it means to be an innovator. It's not what it means to be an American. It's not what it means to be a man.
Wow.
I can't say it better in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I cannot believe that we're busy trying to fly rockets into the air and have t-shirts that say Occupy Mars when the ocean and the bees are dying. You can take Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and collectively put together a coalition with Bill Gates, as a matter of fact, and change the future of this planet, but they don't. And that is the actual true point with regards to where we stand as a society and where we stand as a supposed, certainly diminishing every single day, a supposed beacon on the hill of fair capitalism and democracy. No. What he said in the very beginning, kleptocracy, that's much closer. Oligarch doesn't even cover it anymore. And any form of actual fair capitalism, no. We're just corporate capitalistic power, citizens united. Listen more to the macro of what we seem to admire, the shiny object and the rich person, as opposed to what my religion is, behavior. You guys stay frosty.